Hey guys, welcome back to Coin Knowledge. So today we're going to be taking a look at another tomb fork on the Fantom blockchain. This tomb fork being called Based Finance. And if you guys are a fan of crypto passive income and projects like this, consider subscribing to the channel and liking the videos. I appreciate the support and it goes a long way. Otherwise, if we look back into Based Finance, so Based Finance being a tomb fork, it's actually pegged to the price of tomb itself. If you see here, they do have a total value locked of about 26 million at the time of this recording, and they do a pretty good job of keeping peg, even when Tomb itself had their price falling for a little bit. They did a good job of keeping peg right here. This morning they were above peg, but they have gone slightly under at 0.98. So if you see here, again, this is the price of Tomb that they are trying to match. And if we look, that is their native token to this protocol is Based. And as usual with these tomb forks, they do have three main tokens besides tomb and FTM. The three tokens are Based, B share, and B bond. So Based, Base share, Based bond. And they do have these different liquidity pairs that you can zap into. And a couple things to note is that they are KYC'd by Assure DeFi. So they do have their KYC with Assure if you want to check it out. And then they are audited by Obelisk. So they do have their audit here as well, open for review. So a couple things to note, and you can get there just under here at the bottom of the Based website, which I'll link below. And you can click their KYC and audit to check out. And if we go kind of down the line, they do have like this Greece or Greek theme going on with their website and their different names like Acropolis, Parthenon, the theater. So we'll kind of go into the Agora. And if I butcher any of these names, I apologize, but it's going to happen. So I'm just letting you guys know that now. And so if you look here at the Agora or their farms, you can stake LPs or liquidity pairs and stables and earn B share back. One thing to note is that the curve pools do have a 0.2% deposit tax. And if you see, they do have their base tomb, B share FTM. Then they have like their curve Geist, based and MIA. So if they do have their different pairs here, and then the team allocation pools and these Genesis pools, I believe, or no more. Yeah, they have ended. But if we look even at just you can see all the different APRs here being offered in the base tomb. So you would just view. You could zap into it on the main page, or you can go to Spooky Swap and get your LP tokens there. That's also a place where you can buy their Based coin app. If you see, buy or Based tomb LP, you put it in here and it'll bring you back B share at this current APRs, which do fluctuate. Just keep that in mind. And if you do compound, you get a higher APY than the 183 APR. But with these farms, when you get the B share, what you can do is you can go over and use it in different places in their protocol. And if you look here, they do have the dashboard where, again, it reminds you the price of the three different tokens in this ecosystem, as well as the next epoch or the current epoch. So they've been going on 425, which is pretty impressive. This project has been around for quite a while. That's not brand new. It has, stood around for a little bit. And same as what it's paired to, Tomb, they've been around for a long time. Well, long time in the sense of crypto time. So they've been around for more than a couple months, which I know isn't saying much, but in crypto, that's a good amount of time. So back with that B share that you would get, the Based share, you can go to the Acropolis, and it is, in a sense, Based Finance's boardroom, if you're familiar with other tomb forks or tomb projects. And what you would do is, as long as we are above TWAP, I believe time-weighted average price, which is that 1-to-1 peg for Based to tomb. This has to be over 1 for the Acropolis to print out base tokens when you stake your B share. So you can see currently we are under peg, under the TWAP. But again, in my experience, this project has done pretty good about getting back over peg the community. Like we're at, I think, 0.98, and I think we're already getting right back to it. Granted, it was a small dip, but still, they're pretty good from what I've seen, and they stay pretty consistent, staying around that 1-to-1 peg TWAP price. But if you see with their Acropolis, what you would do is with the B share or based share tokens that you would get in the farms, or you can just buy it. You would stake it here, so you'd approve it, stake your B share, and you'll get based back in return. And you can see for the APR currently and printing out a daily 2.65% at the time of this recording, how many are shared. It will always show you the TWAP here, and again, you want to try to be over that TWAP, the 1-to-1 right there, current epoch, and you do have to wait for the epochs to unlock in order to, I believe, get your rewards, or if you want to unstake your B share. So that is Acropolis, or in a sense, the boardroom. If we look at their Parthenon, you can see you can earn a share of Athena's war spoils. I am not in the Parthenon myself, but you can see here you can deposit LP on Beefy. Deposit, there's a 1% fee. And so that there's an option here, and you can get different rewards. So something to keep a note of. And if we go over to the theater, you can see that the theater is where you would actually buy and redeem the bonds to help get the project back over peg. So what you could do here is that if you see based, like right now for over peg, you can spend your based tokens and get the B bond token. So what that would do is it would help reduce the amount of base tokens in circulation when you burn them to get the B bond. And then when we, thus increasing the price to get back over peg. And then when we are over peg, you can actually redeem your B bonds at a premium for based tokens. So just keep that in mind. So like right now would be a good time to get B bond. So that's where the B bonds or the base bonds would come into play with based finance. If we see on the, and this one I know I'm going to butcher, the Catastema, and I do apologize really. You can use the Catastema. It's pretty much their in-protocol swap to use it to either spend USDC, wrapped Fantom, or wrapped FTM, or MIA to get the base. So, if we went, here, you could swap it out and use USDC to get, or any of those tokens. So, like if we went, MIA to get based, you could use it to get the base here, or you can look here again. You can also get it on Spooky Swap as well. They do offer it there as well. And if you want to look at their white paper, you can just go into their page and go to docs. They do have an extensive white paper. So if you see here, a big supporters of Tome, that's why they chose to be pegged, have their base token pegged to the price of Tome. That way it gives it new use cases for Tomb. And again, they do have the based shares, based bonds. In the future utility, they are looking at having more utility. That way they can maintain the peg in the long run. And the base token is going to support the multi-dApp ecosystem on the FTM network. If we see here, they do have their metrics here on the right-hand side. So if you want to see all the different epochs and all the different history of this protocol, you can go in here and you can scan it for a while. Like I said, it's been around for a little bit. It's not a brand new project, which I like. I like waiting a little bit to review these projects, especially when you get into super high-risk stuff like these tomb forks or just DeFi in general. But anyways, guys, none of this was financial advice. It is super high risk. Again, I stress that with all of these projects or crypto as a whole, really. And just that was a quick overview of Based Finance, a Tomb fork on the Fantom network pegged to the price of Tomb, and one that I've had my eyes on, that I've been in myself, and I've had a pretty good experience. So Anyways, let me know in the comments below if you guys like these kind of projects, these tomb forks, or if there's other projects I should be reviewing. Let me know and I'll look into them. And if you can like the video, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share the video. And I will catch you guys in the next one. All right. See you guys.